Now we have discussed about the application of solar energy. So normally that is a solar application of solar energy considered in the three main categories. So the first one is a direct thermal application, and second one is a solar electrical application, and third one is a energy from the biomass and biogases. So that the direct thermal application uh, make direct use of heat resulting from the application of solar radiation for space heating the building, hotels, and the services number of services to be applied to the supply of heat for the agriculture industries and other process required for only the moderate temperatures. In a solar application, electrical applications having various converted into various application, various method. So it will be taking as a directly into the or indirectly into the solar energy is converted into the electrical energy. So by the method of the photovoltaic method or thermoelectric conversion, or otherwise it will be taking as a wind energy or otherwise ocean thermal energy, likewise to be converted into electrical application. And similarly that is the energy from biomass or biogas. It is a conversion of biomass or biogas to be converted into clean fuel or other form of energy with the using of the organic matter is derived from directly or indirectly from the plant, which is solar energy to be growth. So the biomass material included agricultures and forest and animal residues, as well as terrestrial and aquatic plant growth, especially for this purpose. So the some of the main direct solar application are shown to be here. So one is a water heating and a solar heating of the building and distillation process, pumping system, that is a water pumping system. So drying for the agriculture's crops and animal product, and a furnace and cooking of solar cooking and electric power generation and thermal application, thermal power production. Likewise that is to be used for the direct method. So next one is that next method is called, for the first we have discussed about that solar water heaters. So the solar water heater, that is a basic element of solar water heaters, for it consists of four component. First one is that is a flat plate collector and storage tank and circulation system with auxiliary heating system and control system. So all the basic component to be used, which type of the control system, that is a common method, which type of the solar water heater to be used, this is a common component to be used for the solar water heaters. So the based on that water heaters to be classified into three category. That is the first one is a natural circulation of solar water heater, that is a pressurized system. So second one is that is a natural circulation of solar water heater with a non-pressurized system. So third one is a forced circulation water heater, solar water heaters. Third one is a forced circulation of solar water heaters. Compare with the three method, that is a natural circulation is a suitable method of compared to other three cheapest method and a simple method to compare to forced circulation system. So first we have discussed on that natural circulation of solar water heater system. So the solar water system consists of having a collectors and a storage tank. So that is another one thing is a auxiliary heater to be procured. That is a top of the water to be taking from the top of the storage tank. This is for collectors. It is a this arrangement to be fitted with the natural ground surface. So that is it consists the circulation occurs naturally convection as the water is heated in a passage through a collector based on the density difference, so that is a height to be, that is a bottom of the tank to be at least placed on the tank is placed bottom of the tank to be placed at least 1 feet, or that is a 1 feet or 0.3 meter height from the top of the collectors from that to be placed, so that the circulation of that occurs, circulation of the water occurs, that is based on the natural convection. So the water is heated into a passage through a collector, so that is a density decreases, hence rise flow into the top of the storage tank, from to the top of the storage tank. The cold water from the bottom tank is low, having a higher density, so that is a tends to comes to the collector, that is a bottom of the collector comes to the bottom of the collectors. uh, the density difference between the hot and cold water provides the driving force of the circulation of water through the collector to storage tank. So the hot water drawn from the top of the tank as required to replace the uh, requirement purpose. As after the sunset, the thermospin system can reverse its the flow direction and loss of heat to the environment during the night. So to avoid the reverse flow, the top of the heater, the observer is kept at a started above the 0.3 meter below the cold leg fitting to the storage tank. So there is a provide the heat during the long cloud periods, and the electrical immersion heaters can used for the backup of solar system, that is auxiliary system to be used for the during the cold condition colder season to be, that is supporting of boosting of the heating system to be used for the auxiliary heaters in that during the cold season. The thermospan system is one of the best expensive of the solar water heater system and should be used for the any type anywhere in that area. The solar water heater or the passive system is not required for the mechanical pump to circulate the waters. So that is naturally that is circulate the waters. So this is a saving of the power saving compared with the force circulation system. So next one is that non-pressurized system. So the non-pressurized system, the pressurized system is able to supply of hot water at a location of storage tank. So this creates considerably stress on the water channel in a collector, which must design accordingly. So the pressurized non-pressurized system supply of hot water by the gravity flow uses the lower than the tank. If pressurized hot water is required, as the difference of height will be larger enough to meet requirement. If height is difference cannot be accumulated, only the solution of install the separate pump or pressure tank to be used. The stress within the non-pressurized system, the lower which allows the easier construction. This type of system to be used for the many applications of the system. So next one is that is a force circulation water heater system. So it's consists how that is having a same similarly having a one solar collectors. So another one is a solar heater. This is for the auxiliary heaters, and the tank is covered with the insulator system. So here we are using as a one of the pump and one way check valve to be used, and connector, that is a control system to be used for here itself, that is a system to be here to be used. So the by including of electrical pump in the return circuit, between that is a place, that is a pump is placed between the return circuit placed between the bottom of the collector to bottom of the storage tank. So this is a control unit is permit the pump operate only when the temperature of water of the bottom tank is below the water in the upper head. So the check valve is needed to prevent the surface of circulation and result in the night time a thermal losses from the collectors. So this is the auxiliary heater shows provided water having a tank going on the load. When there is a danger of freezings or other water may be drained from the collectors, or otherwise the slow reverse flow of warmer may be permitted through the collector at cold nights. So the freezing danger can be overcome, although some of the increasing in cost by using an anti-freeze solution to be heat up the medium and described as earlier. The heat is that heat transfer to water storage tank by heat is then transferred to the water in the storage tank by way of heat transfer coil, way of the heat transfer coil. So this is the force circulation system. So compare with the natural circulation water heated and force circulation system, only the difference between this a pump to be fitted for here itself. So in the natural circulation system there is no pump is required, only for that is a using of density difference of the water to be circulation. Whenever the water is heated, that is having a lower density, at the time it will be goes on the topwards tank. Whenever it is having a lower density, at the time automatically comes in cold water comes into the bottom of the circulation. So that is a natural circulation. So the second one is the forced circulation is compared with natural circulation. So additional pump is provided for using as a pump system, that is a forced circulation system. So this is the major advantage, means that is a pollution-less and easily maintenance for that maintenance is to be used for the system. Only some of the disadvantages means that is a auxiliary heaters required for that cold system, that is during the winter season to be used for the auxiliary heating system. So power to be supplied for external power to be required for the winter season only. Now we have discussed about that space heating or solar heating of the buildings. So the many concepts have been proposed for the using of solar energy in space heating of the buildings. There are two primary categories into solar space heating system. That is, the first one is a passive heating system and second one is for active space heating system. So the passive heating system, a solar radiation is collected by some of the element of the structure itself and directly into a building through a large south facing windows. The second one is the active space system, consists of separate solar collectors and storage device and having that backup system. So this is the active passive system. Heat is transferred from the collectors by the conventional equipment such as fan coil unit when a hot or cooled water is provided, fan duct and air outlet when the heat transfer medium is a air to be accomplished. In a passive heating system operate without the pump, blower or other mechanical device, the air is circulated, a solar heated surface and through the building by the convection, that is, by the dense of the air and lead to rise more dense and cooler air moves to downwards. In an active system, a fan and pump are used to circulated and the air often separate heat absorbing by the fluid. The basic design principle of passive heating system that without mechanical component, the following 5 category: direct gain and thermal storage wall, attached space system and roof storage system and convective loose system. So the first we have discussed on the direct gain system. So in this system, a building has south wall a large number of windows, 2 layer of glasses minimize the heat losses. 2 glasses are used to minimize the heat losses. The solar radiation entering into the fall on the thick wall slate or the floor bricks and absorb and store the heat. So the building is heated by the radiation and convection from the floor and walls. The covering of the window with shuttered or 2 times at the night time to reduce the heat losses. So next one is the thermal storage system. Thermal storage system. A large wall like as a absorb solar radiation and store heat is placed directly behind the south facing windows. The best known example of storage wall design is vertical type. It made up of a concrete brick, other masonry works, that is, the thickness is minimum 0.3 mm or more thick. The system passive because of solar radiation absorbed by the heavy concrete south facing wall, which is covered with a double glassing. That is having that a double glassing. The distance between the glassing and concrete wall having 10 to 20 centimeter. The concrete wall about thickness is 20 centimeter thick with coated of a black paint. So the heat radiates outwards from the wall is trapped by the glass cover. The air between is heated. The heated air raised entered into the adjacent room, went to the top of the wall. That is entered the top of the wall and entered into the cooled air entered into the bottom of the duct. The electric strip heater are provided for standby purpose during the excessive cold weather or during the days with little sunshine. The attached space system. Next one is the attached space system. So the attached space system is similarly constructed like as a thermal storage wall. A sun space is enclosed space such as greenhouse with a glass wall and south side. So the sun space may be attached to a thick of the south wall of the building, heated by the sun. Vent is nearer and top and bottom of the walls. The heat storage is provided by the thick wall concrete of masonry floors, water containers, and other materials in the sun space. This is attached sun space system combine the future direct gain and store the walls concept. Next one is the roof storage system. The passive solar system, trade by named as a SkyTerm, was designed for the house of having a flat roof located in a middle climate. The heat is absorbed and stored by the water about 2.5 meter deep, contained in a plastic bag, blackened steel boxes on a house of roof. In later design, the layer of the clear plastic steel on the top of the plastic panel is provided to airspace to reduce the heat losses to the atmosphere. Heat is transferred from the heated wall to the room below by the conduction through a melting ceiling. The air circulation may be aided by means of electric fan, but most essential. It is not as most essential. To prevent the heat loss during the night time, a thermal insulator panels are moved either manually or time-controlled electric motor to cover the water bath. So in the daytime, the panels which are sectioned and removed a stack one of the above other. So next on that convective loop system, the most of the positive solar space heating system, the heat air is circulated by the convection, but the term convective loop is applied to the system is resemble the thermostat in a hot water scheme. It includes a convection flat plate collectors and level below the main structures. The bedrock may be located, that is called as a bedrock, is located in the sun space, provide the thermal storage system. In a normal operation, air passing upward through the collectors, heated entered into the building, floor vent. The cool dense air is leaving the returned into the bottom of the collector. If more heat is available, then the required space for the space heating, the floor vent to the properly closed. The heated air flows through the and deposited and stored in the thermal storage system. Heat stored in the way may be later is needed by transfer the cool air is leaving the buildings. Next one is that discussed on the active space heating system. So this is the basic principles of active space heating system. The diagram shows the basic principle of active space heating system. So nearly all the existing proposed active solar space heating or hot water supplied by the utilize the three main component addition of the pump and blower. So the solar radiation collectors here that is a solar radiation collectors and heat storage medium and the distribution system. The sum of the arrangement component can be used to provide the hot water for domestic and related use. The addition of other component, the space cooling condition, other component of space cooling. In the collectors, the solar radiation collected and converted into heat. It transfers the fluid, removes the heat, carries into the heat storage system. The heat then withdraw from the storage and distributed through the building. So this is that there are two basic types. One is the basic hot water system, another one is the basic hot air system. So this is the diagram shows that basic hot water system. The figure shows that this is that basic hot water system, hot water heating system. Water tank store the auxiliary energy storage system. Heat is transferred into a water storage tank commonly located in basement of the building. The storage heated water from the solar heated water from a tank pass through a auxiliary heater, which comes automatically when the water temperature falls below the prescribed level. For space heating, the water may be pumped through the radiant. That is, the radiant means, or it may be used as a heated air in water or to a heat exchangers. During the normal operation condition, the three-way valve was set and permitted to solar heater, flows through a storage tank and an auxiliary heater's distribution system and back up to the tank. If the several cloudy days, the heat is stored is depleted. At that time, to adjust automatically the bypass the storage tank. So the auxiliary heating a large volume of tank is prevented if the temperature and heater at the top of the collectors fall down the bottom of the tank. If the pump and switch off automatically, if the system is heated in a medium antifreeze solution, there is a closed circuit when heat exchanger coil in a storage tank. This type of solar space heating system with hot air system are shown So it has some of the advantages for the basic hot air system. In the case of water heating, a common heat transfer and store the medium of water is used. So they avoid the temperature drop during the heat transfer in the energy of the storage system. So next one is it requires that smaller storage volume. It can be clearly adapted to supply of energy, absorption and air conditioner. So the relatively lower energy requirement for pumping the heat fluid transfer. So some of the disadvantages required for additional heat transfer area for means the solar heating system will properly operated at a low temperature than conventional water system. This requires the additional heat transfer area or equivalent means of heat transfer into the building. That is a require of more energy remover. So energy remover means water heater also operated at excessively high temperatures, particularly for spring and fall season. This it means provided a power remover energy is required for building and pressure buildup required for building. Next one is that overheated. The collector has designed for overheating during the period of non-energy level. So last one is that having the case of the corrosion problem for remove the corrosion problem, having the corrosion occurs the corrosion problem. Next we have discussed on the basic hot air system. So in this system, the storage medium has a pebbles or rock is held in a storage unit, while the air fluid is used to transport the energy from collector to stored to the storage system. By the adjusting damper, heat air from the collector can be, that is adjusting damper to be heat air to be collected. That is a damper and adjusting damper heated air from the collector can divide between a rock storage and a distribution system as a might record for the condition. For example, when the sunshine after several cloudy days, it should be desirable to utilize the available heat directly into the distribution system compared to the rather than the placing of storage. There are two three-way valves to be used to bypass the storage tank. Here, the auxiliary heating is provided. Auxiliary heat can be used demand of the energy supply for building during the collector and storage system if the heat is from the inadequate. The position of blower shown here. The position of blower upper stream of the collectors and storage. The force air through this heating system. In this case of sunlight, leakage from hot heated air will take place. Blower can be placed on the downstream. The collector and storage pressure is not above the ambient pressure, which may be some of the advantages in controlling the leakages. The system, based on the concept, having some of the advantages uh, are shown to be here. This is a non-freezing, corrosive problem is minimized, and no require for energy removal. Air and water can be used as an energy medium. Some of the disadvantages is that there is a high cost of pumping of air, large volume required to storage the energy, and difficult to adding the absorption of air condition. So this is a space cooling or a solar cooling of the building system shown to be here. So it consists of a two part of the system. One is a solar collector storage system. Another one is the absorption of air conditioner system. So the solar collector air conditioner system, air collector and storage system consists of a solar heaters, that is a solar collectors, storage tank and pump, and auxiliary heater is required. Auxiliary heaters with heat exchanger, three-way pump. So this is consist of solar collector and storage system, and the absorption system consists of generators, condenser, and evaporators, and observer and heat exchanger consists of the absorption air conditioner system. So then normally there is a solar collection system, that is a solar storage system to collect the solar collector collect the solar energy and store to the solar storage system. So after that, the absorption system consists of a generators. So auxiliary heaters is required for whenever the needed for that heat. At the time, the auxiliary system to be working the system. So the generator is used to generate that efficiency. That is a generator purpose. Purpose means that is a purpose of the generator. Here is applied the solution, that is absorb the refrigerant solution, that will be converted into a vapor. That is converted into a vapor and sent to the condenser. Refrigerant solution is sent to the condenser. So here that is a condenser having that is expansion valve, that is a condense the refrigerant solution in form as a gaseous stages and sent to the through the expansion valve to the evaporators. So here that is a evaporator to take as a absorb the heat, and the air is cooled to the process, that is air is cooled to the room, sent to the cooled air is sent to the room cooling the buildings, or and evaporated gas is sent to the absorber portions. So that is here that is a absorber is used to convert it into the refrigerant gas and sent to the heat exchangers by through a pump. Again it will be the heat exchangers is converted into the solution, that is a refrigerant gas is converted into the solution, that is heat exchanger takes the energy, that is energy temperatures, and converted into a solution into the refrigerant solution, that is a refrigerant solution. So most of all the refrigerant solution are used to lithium barium with H2O solution, that is a H2O refrigerant to be used to be here itself. From the point of view, conventional energy sources, there is a single indexed performance of the rating of cooling process, that is a COP ratio, the amount of cooling energy is required. So the solar operation, there are two additional factors. The temperature is required in a solar collector and to the drive the process. The ratio of the cooling produced to the solar energy instant of the collectors. As a solar process or transmit their operation, energy ratio and temperature will vary within a time, and COP based long integrated performance provide appropriate index of the performance. The pumping to more absorbent solution may be by the mechanical by means of vapor lifting pump or generator for the low pressure system, like as a lithium barium solution system. The system, this type of some of the system are used with sodium H2O solution to be used. NH3 H2O solution can be used. The major problem of the system while using as a lithium barium H2O solution refrigerant, the supply temperature of the fluid generators must be higher than the generator temperature. So there is a cues between that supply temperature is required, and upper temperature limit is 100 degrees Celsius for a unpressurized water storage tank. So the operation of 100 degrees Celsius is difficult with many collectors types, particularly the flatbed collectors. the cooling tower needed to the system. So the absorption of cooler present in a solar power project are being designed to use the temperature at a low as 80 degrees Celsius to maintain the reasonable efficiency for high temperature by the collector. The collector must be built with standard potential with high pressure within the system, and a special transparent cover plate admitted the highest possible amount of instant radiation. So it have the observer plate have high grade metal as a copper or special selective coated increase the absorption and decrease the emittance. So in the many cases the solar collectors must be a large for the summer cooling mode then the winter heating mode. So this is the cooling system of having the two system only for that is a two category, one is a solar storage and a absorber air conditioning.